Welcome back to Decision Time, everyone. I'm Sylvia Amaro. Now, U.S. producer price data is about to hit the wire, so let's cross to our U.S. colleagues to understand what this data is telling us about the U.S. economic picture.
Asked to pick a side.
Hey, Michael, can we just, I just got to press pause for half a second because we have some economic data coming through, and then I want to continue this conversation on the other side. I just want to get over to Rick Santelli, who's got those August producer price numbers.
Yes, well, let's start out with jobless claims. 230,000, that's up from 228,000. Remember, we did have a holiday. It could affect continuing claims, which once again are over 1.8 million, 1,850,000. We look at final demand headline up 0.2 on PPI, a tenth hotter than we were thinking. If you look at core, it's up 0.3, much hotter. If you look at food, energy, and trade, up 0.3, 1.7 on year over year. That is progress. 2.4 year over year on core, that remains exactly the same as it's been. And if you remove energy, food, and trade, 3.3, which it's been averaging. All these, of course, on the year over year are rather steady. We're going to go back to our interview, but we will come back and dig deeper into these PPI numbers. Andrew, back to you.
Rick, thanks. And we should say the market not moving hugely on the back of that as we look at what was CPI yesterday, PPI today, and of course we're going to be awaiting how the Fed might react to all of it. Michael, I do want to go back to the sort of policy, political conversation. You were talking about social media and just how it's forced everybody in some way to speak out one way.
So that's the latest reading from the U.S. economy in terms of U.S. PPI as well as the jobless figures, all very important as well as we try to understand what the Fed might do next week. But for now, let's turn back to the ECB. The European Central Bank has announced a 25 basis point cut to the deposit rate.
All right, so the news so far, the ECB cut by 25 basis points. PPI came in line month over month. We'll dive more into that, but right now I'm looking to see if there's a trade. We do have bearish divergence between ES and NQ. NQ taking, or ES taking London high, NQ not taking London high. So we already have that divergence there. Looking to see, and we're rejecting off 8:30 and midnight, looking to see if there's a short here, that a short-term short that we can take advantage of in this moment. Let's see. Once again, the European Central Bank cut by 0.25 basis points. And we will likely get a cut next week in the U.S. by 25 basis points. Looking to see if there's a sell here. We manipulated to the upside because of data, and I think there's a sell here. So I'm looking to take a short here. What are we targeting? London lows coming up. Looking to take, already took a short here. London lows coming up 300 on this short. Much more now, up 400 on this short. Crazy first play of the day. I think London low. See if I should take profit here. No, we have an hour fair value gap down there. I think we can trade down to the hour fair value gap, guys. We're now touching up London low. I would like to see us trade down some more. We are now on ES falling below midnight. So not surprising that we saw some consolidation there. I'm hoping it's not a bounce point. I think we can get to London low on maybe ES, which would take us to Asia low on NQ. I'm short NQ right now. Let's see if we can drop. Would like to drop to at least 234 on NQ. ES is stuck at midnight, but once if ES loses midnight, then NQ will lose. The only thing is we could come back into this fair value gap and then trade back down. But I would like to see momentum take this down. I just need ES to lose midnight. If ES can lead the way and lose midnight, then we're in good shape. Up 400, guys. $500 now. This is not magic. We do this every single day at market open. ES losing midnight, up 530 on this trade. Crazy. That's like I just logged onto the stream and took one trade. Asia low is at 234. Again, what kicked all this off was the divergence between ES and NQ. ES now heading for London. Up 605 per contract, guys. While I'm in a trade, this guy's asking me what has better food, US or Canada. Priorities, fam, priorities. What the fuck? $234 would give us about 50 points on this. Would love to get to Asia low. Wait. Would love to get to Asia low at 234 at least. Need a rejection here. Otherwise, I'm going to close this trade. All right, gonna close this for 200. We took London low. And are threatening to close above this fair value gap. And I think that could take us back up here before coming back low. The macro is coming up in 9 minutes. Yeah, I think this is a long up to 19.3 at least. ES might look like a better long here. I don't know. Let's see. There might be a long on ES to get back up here to the data highs first. Since now we have bullish divergence. NQ took London low, ES didn't. Glad we closed the short for profit. Could have closed it for more, but I ain't tripping. Let's see if we take data highs here. Or do we just go for that fair value gap? I think we take data highs. Let's see. Whichever one gets to either 830 or data highs first. We are coming up on a macro. I wish I had a bigger screen to have NQ and ES side by side while keeping my trade box up, because I want to see, oh my God, 300 on ES. Let's go. Man, you got to know what you're doing to be able to close that short that quickly and go long. If we can get above this fair value gap, oh my God. Let's go. Go to data highs. Let's go. Joe, what's going on, man? Haven't talked to you in a long time. All right, taking profits on that one. All right, market hasn't even opened yet, guys. Thank you, Michelle. And I think this sets up the larger short now, as I was initially stating, that we might come back up here to this before going short again, because I had went short in the morning, but it was before the macro time frame. Don't tell me I missed the larger play. Hold on. I got to concentrate real quick. Or are we jumping off here? Yeah. To go back to the data highs. What the fuck? Yeah, off of midnight, off of there. Just past my first eval? Hell yeah. Remember, market's not even open yet, so the reason I'm going so fast is because it's necessary. I'm just trading the manipulative moves resulting from the data. So if I'm going fast, it's because you have to go fast here. Otherwise, you cannot trade this. So we manipulate it to the top. We manipulate it to the bottom. And there might be a larger play. This is very tricky. All depends what happens here. But this is very tricky because you have manipulation in both directions, right? And we had the bearish SMT here, which caused the drop. We had the bullish SMT here, which caused the rally. So, and if you look at the 15-minute, there is no indication of drawn liquidity, right? It's just a barcoded mess. If I had to guess, let's see what happens at 250, guys. $250, sorry, would be $850 your time. This is interesting. ES is at midnight in that fair value gap. NQ's well below. Do we close below this fair value gap or not? There's one down there. Gold is rocketing. Market probably going to go down. That's not how it works, dude. Gold rocketing does not mean the market goes down. I think this is a long off of this BPR here. I don't know why I have this news up. Where do you guys get your info from? It's very funny. You change your opinion really fast. Imagine even writing a comment like that. Imagine day trading on a minute chart and even thinking that that's a fair notion. So wild, man. I don't know where you guys get your education from as it relates to trading, I mean. Imagine trying to change a minute chart and be like, you change your opinion really fast. Yeah. I don't know. Go buy a treasury and just sit on it for 30 years, dude. All right, so 850 macro. Drawn liquidity, not super clear to me just yet. What caused the market to turn around yesterday? Because yesterday is all, it's all just one big liquidity grab, right? You often get manipulative moves on the day that CPI is released. Imagine having a name like Herbert and trying to be insulting. Like, honestly. Imagine having a name like Herbert, let alone a last name like Herbert, and thinking people will ever take you seriously. Herbert, I can't even address you properly. It's so funny. Go to the DMV and get a name change, bro. Or else you'll be stuck working at the gas station your entire life. Keep your fucking money. Don't imagine being such a cuck that I insult you and you give me $5. I'm going to give it to someone else at the end of the stream. Trust me. And he said, I know you're a better gentleman than this, sir. 2 messages up, he goes, you're a clown. Herbert, as much as you want me to be your dad, I can't. Serrano, you're right, dude. I forgot to oh shit. I was setting up the stream really quick. I forgot to do the donation thing. It's an extra step you have to do in YouTube. It's not automatic. Sorry, dude. All right. Let's see if we can find a trade here. Did gold take a major liquidity level? Z, to be a better debater, I have learned not to insult people back because you are going to their level. The thing you have mistaken here is that I'm interested in debating. No. I'm interested in trashing a clown who has never spoken to someone like that in real life. Do you understand that people like Herbert will never go up to somebody and call them a clown to their face? Do you understand that? So they deserve to be called out. Look, if you're respectful, I'm the most respectful to you. If you want to try and play games and get your shots off on me, fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? PL1 says, I heard Herbert eats pets. All right, I think there might be a short on gold here. If it depends what happens here. I'm not wasting my time, bro. I'm just entertaining myself while looking for trades. I can do both things at the same time. Trust me. All right, I think there's potentially a short on gold here. Let me see something real quick. We took yesterday's high, right? Yeah. What's the dollar doing real quick? The dollar took out yesterday's low. Interesting. Oh my God, I didn't even get in this bullshit. All I had to do was say it, and the market was like, aye, aye, Captain. John, you took that trade. Good job. Nardos, yes, I agree. The short to 830 was the play. Did we get any idea? Wow. Bro sounds more lost than a gringo at a Mexican bus stop. Yes, I took 2 trades already. I didn't take the gold trade, no. What 2 trades did you take? Dude, I just rewind it, dude. You have a rewind button. No time to chit chat and give you a history lesson on what we did. Trader X, who are you talking to? I'm just saying that fact, bro. All right, man. Why are you here then? Why are you here? Yeah, Trader X, whoever this Trader X is, imagine being such a worthless cuck that you join a stream to try to take free trades off of somebody who you know is profitable. And you try to be insulting while waiting for a free trade. Bro, I hope you have uncles or big brothers or someone in your life that will slap the shit out of you for acting like this. You know what? Why are we even giving him a live trade? Here, I'm gonna kick him off the stream. Why are we even giving him a live trade? He doesn't deserve to see the trades. Done. He can stay fucking poor in his little room. That he rents from the old lady upstairs while working his shift at Arby's. Gold coming into this 5-minute BPR here. If we reject off here, I'm going to look to go short. So that BPR is halfway up this wick. But we have to reject here. I bought Google yesterday for the first time in a long time. So if we reject here, I'm looking at this. If we close above, we have 2 minutes left. We're still within a macro. Let's see what happens. We have a minute and a half to see what happens with this candle. And then I'd be very interested in a short, depending on what happens here. Do you ever play stock splits? What kind of question is that? What do you mean, do I play stock splits? This is why we wait for the candle. After split announcement, stocks tend to rally. That's not true at all. I did an analysis, a deep dive analysis on this before. What about GP and app, my brother? I don't know what that is. What's GP and app? Can you explain the flipping rule? What is this stuff, guys? What is the flipping rule? Green power and app? I don't buy stocks like this. Yeah, I mean, in 2020, there was a time when it was very lucrative to play penny stocks. It was very lucrative to play FDA approvals or rejections. Yes, there was a time for that, but those aren't long-term investments. You were able to day trade penny stocks and get the same types of gains that you would from leveraged products. But we're not there anymore. So you have to adapt to your environment. Oh yeah. All right. You bought Google stock or future? You cannot buy futures on stocks. For those that missed it, the PPI came in line 0.2% month over month. Core PPI came in 0.1% higher than expected. What's everyone's take? Y'all think SPY and Nvidia going to drop? What is your time horizon, dude? Thoughts on Palantir? What kind of thoughts you looking for? Bullish? Dude, the stock is at 35. The shit at the beginning of the year was at 6. Yeah, of course it's bullish. All right. Do you think the markets will close red or green today? I don't know. Do you think you're going to spot a flying monkey today? Like, Jesus. Guys, this is not a casino. It doesn't. I wonder if there's a long on gold here. That's a bullish breaker. That's the inverted gap. This is the fair value gap. The market opens in 9 minutes. It is very interesting that the dollar is muted compared to the 10-year. But I do want to see if this holds here, because I think this, if this holds, there could be a continuation long. But the market does open in 8 minutes, so I agree. Right now, everything's waiting for the market to open, and there likely won't be an A+ trade on the indices until the 950 macro. But I do think that gold, if this holds, there's a lot of confluence here. So far, I only took a trade on NQ and a trade on ES. My P&L at the end of the day yesterday was like 1,500. I'm waiting until the market opens in 5 minutes before I take another trade on NQ and ES. No, I don't trade Forex. Yes, I was trading my personal account all day yesterday. There's a short down to Asia low still in effect. I took the profits at London low, but I'm going to wait until the market opens. And then I'll tell you. Were you asked to make videos for Apex? Yes. All right. For those that are just joining, the PPI came in line Core PPI came above expectations by 0.1%. Took a trade in ES and took a trade in NQ. Net is like 500 so far, not huge. Do you trade bigger size than a few years ago? Depends. I don't personally believe in having the same size for every trade. And certainly when I'm live, because of the type of environment that I'm in, I definitely size down versus when I'm by myself and I can focus as opposed to entertaining people. Do you see another liquidity grab today? Of course. Liquidity grabs happen a zillion times a day. How many ticks do you use in your 2-to-1 RR? That question doesn't make sense. Depends on the setup. You can have 2-to-1 RR that's 10 ticks, and you can have a 2-to-1 RR that's 100 ticks. 2-to-1 is just a proportion. It doesn't determine the number of ticks. Okay, here's what's interesting is that thank you. She's such a queen. Here's what's interesting is that NQ has an RTH gap. Wait. What? Scratch what I was saying. The hell was I looking at? Was it gold? All right, market opened. Let's see what happens here. This is why I thought gold would bounce from here. It was good for, I don't know, like 8 points, but let's see what happens here. I want to be able to take a trade between now and 950. What? The fuck just happened? I don't know. What the hell just happened? Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so we PO3 down. Let's see. NQ took out Asia low, ES didn't. We have that divergence. ES much weaker than NQ. Looking to see if there's a long on NQ here. If we close above this, we'll enter on a retracement most likely. Entering long, I mean. ES way weaker than NQ, but we do have that bullish divergence. Would love to take this to the data highs if it allows us. But ES is dragging us down here. I wonder if we get a sweep of these lows first. Would like to wait closer to the 950 macro. It is 937, but I think there's a long here. I think there's a long. Back to data highs. Let's see. And now that ES is going above that 1 minute fair value gap, but it's not closing above, and there's midnight right there on ES. I don't like these equal lows here, so close to 950, but I'm interested in this long here. Especially if ES can get over this. And I think there's a long back to data highs for either one, but I think NQ will get to data highs first. We just need ES to get above this. And if ES gets above this, we're in the clear. If it doesn't, then we're not. All right, what's going to happen most likely leading up to 950 is ES takes out these lows. Or I'm hoping, actually, let's just say, what would be efficient is if ES takes out these lows and NQ doesn't, maintaining the SMT divergence. So if ES makes a lower low while NQ makes a higher low, I'm trying to eat away from the mic, dude. So far, just been scalping that NQ move. Up 865 on NQ. You can see I had 5 trades. Just been scalping, waiting for this to happen at 950. Like I said, I think ES takes out these lows, while NQ maintains those lows. Whoops. What happens at 950? We have the macros occurring at 950. Guys, there's 250 likes. Come on, hit that thumbs up. I promised you yesterday, if you hit the thumbs up, that I'm going to go live today. And the only reason I'm live today on YouTube is because I kept my promise to you yesterday. Because I said if it gets to 500 likes, I'll go live again. That's the only reason I'm live today. So hit that thumbs up. This right here, I put this together. These are all the macros. So macros are basically algorithms that run at certain times of the day that provide liquidity. I want to check on gold. I just don't want to take my eyes off the setup that I see. Oh, man. Told you about that long on gold. Some of you were trying to short this, which is psychotic. Crazy. All right, ES took out the lows like I told you. Let's see if NQ can maintain these lows. And I said it would happen around 950. It's 946. We just need NQ to keep this. If it doesn't keep that, then we don't have a long in play at 950, guys. If it doesn't maintain that, otherwise there's a long from here. Let's see what happens. Crazy divergence there. If we are going to long this, two things must happen. And one of them already wasn't maintained. So there is no long here just yet, because now both NQ and ES are making a lower low. Let me check if there's divergence on the higher time frame. Hold on. Where's that 1 hour gap I was looking at earlier? Yeah, they're both in that 1 hour gap that I was looking at earlier at 8:30. Oh, okay. There's a bigger 4 hour gap here. Okay. All right. Is this a long here? I mean, neither of them took out anything significant. I guess just the 1 hour gap. This doesn't make sense to me just yet. This doesn't make sense to me just yet, guys. I mean, that is a major, the 1 hour gap is major. It just doesn't look like we're in the clear. We took out those equal lows. I don't like that we don't have divergence. And I don't like that ES is holding us back. Is this just a continuation short to grab more liquidity down there? Because there isn't any divergence. And I don't really want to long this while ES is doing that. I'm not convinced that it took enough liquidity down here. I think this still is a continuation short until we get... Yeah, this is a continuation short, guys. I don't think that there was enough liquidity grabbed. And we don't have divergence, which usually is what I look for when I think of a reversal. So, unfortunately, I cannot long this just yet. I actually think this is a short, a continuation short. I can't think of a long just yet. I think we have more liquidity to grab below. I might switch to trading gold or YM or RTY or something. Until I spot a major divergence here. Yeah, if we lose this level here, I think we go down. But the indices are so bad here that I think we'll actually get a clean lunch session. So I might stick to trading gold, YMRTY, up almost $1,000 just on NQ, just from the morning move that I traded with you guys, and just from scalping those little trades in there. And then up, I think it was like 300-ish on ES. A little less, 262. So almost at $1,200 for the day. I don't mind today. Whatever we have the skills not to get raked with a K, raked in a trade, and I'm happy about that. Wow, I haven't checked on the chat. Nvidia popping. Yeah, on yesterday's live when Nvidia was down, I was saying that there's so much bullishness coming from the indices. Oh, Google's up 1.5%. Just in time. I sent out an alert for a buy on Google yesterday. So we already started buying Google. Here was my analysis on Google yesterday. Basically at the golden pocket, at the 1-year trend line, was a pretty easy buy in my opinion. I like Google here. I want to find a big trade for you guys because right now, all we're seeing, honestly, are small-ish moves, which is fine. But I want to deliver you guys a nice $500,000 trade. And right now, this is just untradeable. All right. Can you show us how you enter? Pray to Jesus Almighty. This is from a guy named Nishant, which is suspicious. Oh my God, this is such Garbaggio. Nishant is a bot. Yeah, I agree. Okay, maybe YM delivers the goods. I think YM sets up for a long here. What low did we take? We took Asia low. Nice bullish divergence with ES. I normally look for divergence between ES and YM. Uh-huh. Interesting. I think ES and YM are both longs here. I guess you can't trade that on futures. What? You can't trade what on futures? Let's see if we get a retracement back here. To 55, 57, 50. Kendall, I appreciate the question. I don't know how you participate in the market, buy that many shares and have no idea what to do. I'm looking to go YM long 40,820. At that breaker. $40,821. Don't let me market into this shit. Come on. Give me a retracement. It's going to make me ladder in, and I hope that's not the case. I want to talk about this in a second because this is actually very, very, very important. Yeah, I think ES gets up to at least 558,150. NQ already took data highs. I would really like to get back to 48.21 on YM. I don't know if it gives it to us. So I want you guys to understand something. On certain day-to-days, I mean, come on, dude. Like, I can't be fucking with one contract here. Yeah, I called out in video on yesterday's live stream on YouTube. Maybe I ladder at 48.45 and then 48.21. Ay, ay, ay. I can't just be dealing with one contract, man. I marketed in with one contract on YM, but that's like fucking peanuts. I was hoping to ladder in down here. What I wanted to talk about was on certain data days, like today, like PPI, right? CPI surprisingly was way cleaner than PPI, but you tend to see moves outside of opportune time. So if it's choppy before lunch, you tend to see a really nice move during lunch. You know, typically we're trading the macros, and during the macro, you tend to see moves like this. Whereas now it's 10:20 outside of the macro, and we're, you know, seeing this move at least on ES and NQ. And that's fine, but and we're also in a 4-hour gap on YM. I don't think we'll get. Let me see, maybe 48.45, 48.21. With the stop at 47.49. Yeah, I called out AVGO, which is Broadcom. I called that out yesterday too on the trade. Yeah. NQ is pushing indexes. It is grabbing liquidity. Guys, grabbing liquidity is the natural state of the market. It's not like something that rarely happens. All right. Let's see if we get a retracement back down. That blue, this big blue thing here, that's the 4-hour fair value gap. So I hope ES and NQ keep going up. Where's that clown? What was his name? Sherbert? That said NQ is going to crash because GC is going up. Sherbert, where you at? You kicked him? No, I didn't kick him. He's harmless. It was the Trader X guy who I kicked. Because I only kicked him because obviously he was trolling, but then was like, give me a trade. So then I'm like, you ain't gonna get my insights for free, motherfucker. I got a ladder in this shit, and I really don't want to, but I don't think there's a choice here. Doo-doo. ES retesting midnight. NQ retesting 8:30 and midnight. I do like YM. Oh my God, come on, come down and take the other contract. Yeah, this long looks nice, I think. See, we swept this. This is the 4 hour on YM, which is the Dow Jones, by the way. Swept this. We came up here, created that fair value gap, and are now trading off of that fair value gap. And then on the lower time frame, we have obviously sweep of Asia, which is this white line, pop above, closed above a bunch of inverse gaps, had the bullish divergence with ES, and are now retracing for an entry back to data highs at least. $41,100. Let's see. I just told you YM is Dow Jones. You can also Google what is YM. And then my next one is at 48.21. And my stops. Do I need my stop down here? Hold on, let me see something. $47.49. Do I need it down there, or could I do 47.78? $40,754. Or 40,778. Let's see. Neckline looks like you are choking someone. Are you talking to me? But this will give me 2-to-1 and 3-to-1, right? Yeah. How does it look like I'm choking someone? I'm just sitting here trading, dude. Some of you are the weirdest people. Some of you. And some of you are amazing. But some of you are really strange human beings. ES did not take data highs yet. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I'm exhausted. How did you lose so much weight? Me? Yeah, I think in the next, we're going to have to wait till the next macro for something to happen, unfortunately. You posted a photo of X before and after? Oh. How do you lose weight? Just eat meat and veggies. I eat meat and veggies for like, I don't know, 85% of my diet. And then 15% whatever. And then work out. Can you explain what you mean by data highs? Yes. The highs that were made by the data. So we had 830 PPI come in. And that was the high of the 830 candle. Sorry, that was the high of the 830 candle. In Italy, yes. Are those your neighbors? Yes. I think my neighbor and his kid are playing soccer in the alleyway. Meat and veggies. Yes, dude, meat and veggies. What's standard human diet? He went to the DMV to get his name changed. Kenan, you're funny, bro. Kenan says no or mittelna. Oh, bro, that is my favorite comment of the day. Yalla, let's go. Whoa. The fuck? I think that's possible in a perfect world. Love your live stream more than others? Oh, man, I wish more people felt that way. Sherbert was lurking. Sherbert, what happened at the DMV, bro? Did the camera break when you tried to take a picture? I love how he was so quiet because he was getting spanked by NQ going green, and he just waited. until he saw one tiny bit of red, then started talking like the little bitch that he is. And he opened his mouth again, and NQ was green. Fucking magic. Magic. And then he says, "You're very rude." What a little bitch, dude. Like the minute he came back to talk shit, NQ turned green again. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. Yeah, I was tagged in. Here, let me pull my position. So I like the manipulation down. I don't like the time that it happened. But yeah, I was tagged in here. And I do like the manipulation down. I wish it happened at around 1050-ish. But we still have a breaker that's being respected, the fair value gap that's being respected. And thanks to Herbert opening his bitch ass mouth again, the indices are still green. But let's see what happens here. Like I said, I like the high time frame in that 4-hour gap. On the daily yesterday, we took out that major fair value gap down there and bounced up. We have a macro in 9 minutes, so I'm hoping the macro takes us up. This is currently up. It's hovering a lot between like 100 and 200. But I'm hoping the macro takes it up. Nice, up 300 now. Let's see if we can get to at least 930, if not the 830 data highs. I would really like to see that. Like I said, the high time frame supports this. The low time frame manipulation supports this. So let's see what happens here. Can you share some perspective you look for in the DOM? I don't look at the DOM at all. That's the beauty of the way that I trade. I'm glad you didn't move your SL up. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But take profits if you wish. I'm definitely going to hold this. I want to see what happens here. And both ES and NQ manipulated into that 5-minute fair value gap. And it looks like there's more up here on the 4-hour for at least NQ to take. Same as ES. So to me, it looks like there's impetus to drive the indices up a little bit. Would love if that 41.098 hits. But realistically, I want to take profits at 41.038. Let me see. Wow, my neighbors are like, they went from playing soccer to, I don't know what they're doing, arguing about who's going to cook or some shit. YM could be PO3. That was a PO3. Up 500 on YM, guys. I don't know if it's too ambitious to aim for that 930 high, but I guess looking at ES and NQ, it looks like there is impetus to go up there. And because of that bullish divergence with YM again, guys, is the Dow Jones. And because the Dow Jones and ES are correlated in terms of divergence, and there was that bullish divergence, which is the reason this whole thing set up in the first place. Then I think this can keep going. Tradeify, love the stream. Would love to give you some straight to funded accounts. I've never heard of this company. $500, guys. Take profits if you wish. I had to ladder into this one, and that manipulation down did come and take our order. So we were lucky on that one. We just need ES and NQ to keep cooperating. Damn. RTY said, I don't care about NQ or ES or YM. Peace. It's so funny because I did start off saying RTY, gold, YM. Guys, do you guys know anything about Tradeify? Appreciate the super chat. We usually have the St. Jude donation up. This is the first time that we have the super chat up, and it was by accident because I set up the stream very hastily. So I didn't have time to do the... Oh, man. Keep going. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah, 675. Let me figure out where my 2-to-1 is here. Hold on. Around midnight. A little before midnight. Should I bank $600 here? I'm going to bank it, guys. I'm going to bank it. While ES is falling, I'm going to bank this right now. So tally on the day, 1,000 on NQ. $675 on YM, 300 on ES. Tradeify is Brett Simba's prop firm. I've read that name on Twitter. I'm not familiar with the prop firm. I'll check it out, but appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tradeify. I'll check it out after we're done trading. Guys, put a W in the chat if I helped you make money today. W's in the chat. Hell yeah. Michelle put W twice. I don't expect anything less. Hell yeah, guys. Secret citizen is George W. Bush. No, bro. Then our whole setup would be nuked. Surprisingly, Herbert hasn't put a W. Herbert shouldn't put a W. Herbert should put DMV. Herbert, put DMV in the chat. I guarantee your life will change after your name change. Herbert, put a DMV in the chat. 603 counts plus passing the eval. Hell yeah, Jeff Martin. Not looking to re-enter YM. Honestly, okay. Something that has to be said here. On days like this, you have to, on every day, not just days like this, you have to know the environment that you are working with, right? You have to know the environment that you're trading in. On a non-news day, or sorry, on a news day, but that's not CPI, PPI, or FOMC, which are the big ones, then you can trade normally. You can target certain things, play for larger ranges. But on days where, you know, you're having Herbert-like price action, you know, where we were consolidating for a while and then we had a big move and then are now consolidating for a while. The new name for that is Herbert price action, as boring as Herbert. Then you have to pay attention to that environment and you have to mitigate your trades accordingly, in my opinion. I do think, if I'm being honest, I do think there's a continuation here on YM, and you can continue monitoring that for your edification. There could be a continuation here back to AM high. Am I interested in playing it? We're up 2K on live stream trades today. And I haven't even taken trades in my prop accounts because opening up NinjaTrader while opening up Thinkorswim and opening up the stream is going to tax the shit out of my crappy Italian Wi-Fi, and I won't be able to stream this. So I haven't even been taking trades in my prop accounts. That's why I'm only taking trades in my real money account and not prop, right? So Bobby Usmar says 1.2K on YM. Is that a nickname or is that your real last name, Usmar? Thoughts on XRP breakout? Wait until $3 and then buy XRP. Herbie Lovebook. Herbert is trying to short NQ still. That is the legend of Herbert. It will say so on his gravestone. It will say Herbert died trying to short NQ. Or it will say still waiting on NQ gold correlation. Can you trade YM in NinjaTrader? Yeah, you can trade YM in any futures platform. Oh my God. Herbert, turn your screen upside down, bro. This NQ candle is going to kill you. Flip it. Flip your screen. Or else you get a heart attack. And change the colors of your chart from green to red and red to green. RIP Herb, dude. Herb is quiet. Herb is going to... You know what's so funny? Is he waited that whole time, and then the minute that NQ turned slightly red, like on this wick here, he came back to talk shit. And then now he's gone again. TraderFi, you can go straight to a 50K account for $274.50. It looks like annual fee. Yeah, what are the rules though? I gotta read the rules. What are we trading right now? Banked 600 on YM, 1,000 on NQ, and 300 on ES. How many more trades can I give you, bro? It's wild. People think that you could just pull trades out of your ass. You got to let the setup come to you, man. Are you bullish on the market? When? Today? This year? Next 10 years? You ever gonna open up a prop firm? No. Never, dude. Never will I open up a prop firm. The reason I won't open up a prop firm is because I would need you to lose to make money, if we're being honest. And I've never been interested in that side of the business, ever. It would be very hypocritical for me to run an education company or even put out all the free education materials that I put out and, lie and say, we just want everyone to win. There was a hilarious prop firm started by a trader. I don't even know. I don't even know the name of the prop firm. Maybe you guys can tell me, but it's like, we want everyone to win. Sign up now. I'm like, what the fuck kind of prop firm is that? Imagine going to a casino and the casino saying, we've made the rules easy so that you can actually win. No, man. I have zero interest in that side of the business. I cannot put my head on my pillow comfortably knowing that I need you to lose for me to make money. I'd much rather open up a hedge fund. Much rather open up a hedge fund. That way, I am aiming to make money, and those who want to invest with me can invest with me. I can take trades in the hedge fund. I could take shorts, longs. I can do whatever I want in the hedge fund, right? Not an ETF, but an actual hedge fund. And those who want to make money can, and believe in me, can invest in me. And I would much rather be on that side of the business, to be honest. Z's face looks like that plant pot in the background. My face looks like this. I mean, considering that Sicilians are all Arabs anyway, maybe I do look like a pretty Sicilian Arab woman on a plant pot. Who knows? All right, guys. I think we really killed the market today. Did an amazing job. Not interested in anything else right now. Been trading for 2 hours plus with you guys. In terms of my macro outlook, here's what I was saying. I think that we are going to cut next week, right? I think that this bullish harami candle closing above this, it's very natural that we are seeing some resistance in this fair value gap. Breaking above this, QQQ is easily going to 485, and SPY is easily going to back to near all-time highs, 564, 565, right? But I don't think the Fed is going to cut 50 basis points. I think that cutting 50 basis points will signal panic. And this is exactly one of the reasons why we saw a drop in 2001 and a drop in 2007. Both of these times, the Fed cut 50 basis points. I think the Fed cannot cut 50 basis points, and this is corroborated by what the market thinks. And I think at this stage, if you try to confuse the market or you try to subvert what you had already stated, there's going to be mayhem. So if 87% of the market thinks that the Fed is going to do 125 basis point rate cut next week, next Wednesday, then I think that's what the Fed is going to do. I don't think there's any incentive for Jerome Powell to cut 50. I think that they are going to cut. He already said they were, but he smartly did not say by how much. So that one he kept close to his chest, and I think they're likely going to do 25. I think that we could get a rally effect after the 25 base point rate cut, even though it's priced in. There could be a short rally thereafter, but I think we are going to, regardless, be thrown into a recession. When these two yield curves uninvert, it could be a while, could be a month, could be 3 months. I don't know. Nobody knows, and I'm not even going to try to guess. But the important part is that a recession is, people think of, when they think of recessions, they only think of black swans, right? A black swan is not a recession, and a recession is not a black swan. There have been plenty of recessions without black swans. So for those people telling me, but what is the underlying black swan here? This is not 2007. This is not 2001. Nothing, it seems like nothing is wrong. Well, one, we did have a black swan that was, we printed our way out of it, which were the bank crashes of 2023. That would have taken down the market. That would have taken down the economy. That would have caused bank runs and bank failures all across the board. And it was. I think 400 banks failed at that time, right? One, that was a black swan. Two, you can have a recession without a black swan. It can even be a shallow recession. It could be a technical recession. So I don't want you to just always associate recessions with black swans. That's just not a thing. Sometimes they occur in tandem. Sometimes they don't. So hopefully that makes sense. Hope the Fed is watching your channel. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining your boy. Watch the videos. If you want to trade with me live every single day, just like I've been doing the last 2 days, we go live every day. No mother jokes, because really the community inside the Discord is, I mean, they're champs, man. Like it's a much, much, much different vibe. It's much more mellow. It's much more professional. You don't have to deal with clowns trying to subvert the chat, right? There's no subversion whatsoever. So if you want to trade live with me every single day, click the link, the top link in the chat, or the link in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Hopefully I made you guys some money today. Awesome fucking trades. We did amazing. Peace.